eventually.
Yeah, Ryan Newman, the 12, was another car that actually stayed out. While we're watching this battle, we're just going to update you on Jeff Burton, who came in here second to points. Those guys are still on the lead lap back in 15th here with 2 to go.
Anywhere that's paved.
Look out, look out.
And Kyle Busch was smart enough to know that was not going to work out.
I don't know how many wide that was, but it was 2 wide.
And on the left of your screen for 4th, Mark Martin and ex-teammate Matt Kenseth go at it. White flag.
The white flag's out for Pete's sake.
Oh, shucks. Let's
this is just getting good, boys.
Yeah.
You believe how hard? You just can't imagine.
Not bad. I think we'll keep you for a while.
Chad Knaus to Jimmie Johnson. He's going to win this race by 2 seconds.
Can you say
go?
Yes, we can.
We got you. Bring her home, dude.
Jimmie Johnson wins the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400, his 3rd Las Vegas victory in a row.
Cha-ching!
guys, incredible job. I could not be. 54.
Front fender in.
Good job there.
Yeah.
2 to go.
2 to go. There you hear it. He's just driving away now.
Yeah, I think it probably knocked the right front fender in, and that's going to take away some downforce.
He definitely hit that wall actually pretty hard.
Kenseth still 3rd, Jeff Burton 4th, Montoya 5th, Clint Boyer right on top of Montoya for 5th place.
But you got to give Tony Stewart a lot of credit. He bounced that car off the wall. He could have easily hooked the right rear of Jimmie Johnson.
No pressure. White flag this time.
I guess we last week, Larry, we underestimated a 48. Can he win 3 in a row at Vegas? I said, I don't see how that could be possible. He did.
Yes, he
Today
did.
we say the 20 will walk off and the 48 will run second. Where is he at? Leading the race.
Title defense for Jimmie Johnson. The Nextel Cup champion going for 2 in a row. Back at 5th place, side by side, as Johnson comes to the line. Jimmie Johnson wins the Cobalt Tools 500. Stewart, Kenseth, Burton.
Look at this
drag
battle
race.
right here. Montoya will finish 5th, Clint Boyer 6th, Truex Jr. 7th, Edwards 8th, Sorensen 9th. Our points leader, Mark Martin, comes home 10th.
Jimmie Johnson, Chad Knaus, car owner Rick.
Jeff Gordon's going to do. He's going to do that same move coming to get the white flag.
Jeff Gordon says on the radio, he's giving me no choice.
And he isn't. Jimmie's doing everything he can to keep him back there. Jeff's going to have to move him if he wants to win this race. Don't wreck him, just move him.
It'll be the white flag when they come back to the line.
I believe if he's got anything for him, we'll see it off of turn 4.
Right, he can't get to him in turn 2, Darrell. White flag, but no surrender.
One more good one here, bud.
It's the last lap.
This is it. He's going to look under him there. Jimmie got a little bit off. He had to get out of the gas a little bit.
The hit should be ready for it.
Here we go. He's going to move
Here it
him.
comes.
He's going to move
Boom,
him. He's
boom,
going to move him.
Here comes
the
Gordon.
inside.
He's got the inside. They touch once, twice. Drag race. Jimmie Johnson.
Whoa! By a fender.
Gentleman Jim. He held him off. Nice job, Jimmie.
What a race by teammates.
That was fantastic. I bet Jeff Gordon isn't terribly happy either.
It's what we've been waiting for 5 years right there. Awesome.
Than the race leader, but he has only 3 laps left to get it done.
And he is burning the right rear off of that thing. He comes off the corner every lap with it sideways and smoking.
Well, he's got that little bit of cushion. You see how far it is back to the 11 car, Denny Hamlin, so he can move that car around just a little bit.
And Jimmie Johnson just sitting there watching him in the mirror. I believe he's going to run out of time.
White flag.
White flag. One more good one.
You know, in the old style car, Johnson had only 1 top 10 here in 10 starts. Different story with the Impala.
Great day for his teammate, too. Jeff Gordon has struggled here last 4 times we've been here.
Jimmie Johnson and the Lowe's Chevrolet come off turn 4 to their 4th win of the season and 27th career Nextel Cup victory.
Winner Richmond.
Newman and Harvick off the corner. Newman.
To go.
Rivers in 3rd is about 3 seconds behind these. Oh, trouble.
Championship leader, Jimmie Johnson, has tagged the wall. That'll bring out the caution.
More than tagged the wall, perhaps.
Yes, sir. Blew up here, finished 36th a year ago.
He's knocked the fuel pump off the car and has some fire under it. I hope they're looking under the car. There you go.
There's fire underneath the hood.
Trying to get the hood pins out so they can raise the hood. It's probably a little warm. Burns.
Guys, they told Jimmie, lean in the window. Chad Knaus ran out on the pit lane, pulled the window net down, and yelled at Jimmie, get out. The car is on fire underneath. He went to the aid of his driver and now has Jimmie on the pit lane wall.
Scary moment for Jimmie Johnson. The team has had a tough weekend. Failed to make a qualifying attempt here yesterday when they couldn't get their car through inspection. Came in as the championship leader, but their day will end early. Johnson looks to be okay, just very frustrated. But hanging in there, Tony Stewart holding off Jimmie Johnson. Oh, Johnson has crashed. Hard crash, Jimmie Johnson.
That is a hard crash.
Johnson in his 5 races never finished worse than 6th here.
I was trying to get my breath.
Left another tire let go by the looks of it. All of a sudden, these guys are having some tire issues here.
I don't know if there's stuff on the racetrack from some of the cars who have crashed and gone back out there, whether they're dropping parts and pieces. Yeah, but he is, you can see from the damage, it looked like it almost got in and got in the right rear first and then slapped the wall to the right side because the rear of the car is damaged so much.
Johnson 4th in the championship standings.
Watch the tire come off right there, right rear. That's what did the damage.
Yeah, that's what did
right
the damage there. Yeah.
And you know, that's kind of unusual. I mean, a lot of times when we see a tire go.
Haven't run here that well in the past, but we've got a good race car and we've got the attitude to get a win tonight. He was so excited, and they were really disappointed with their 24th place finish. But they come back into here, Dale, and I tell you, they're right back up on the wheel, right back up on their game.
Yeah, we might see that they're 6th in the points right now, but after next week with this win tonight, if they go on here in the next lap and get this victory, they're going to be at the top of the standings.
Absolutely. I tell you, he's back. Let's go back to the booth.
2 laps to go. Chad Knaus writes out of your screen. It's all about confidence and leadership, and he's got both in hand there for the 48 car Jimmie Johnson. He led his driver to a Nextel Cup title in 2006. He told his crew, we're going to win it here tonight. He told them 100 laps ago they're going to win it tonight. Jimmie Johnson, the young man from El Cajon, California, came back to his hometown this week for a charitable golf tournament. A celebrity golf tournament and a charity auction to raise money for Habitat for Humanity for San Diego. He's inducted into the Hall of Fame at his high school. First time he's been back since 1993. And now on the final lap at California Speedway, Jimmie Johnson, the California kid, is going to do something he wanted to do here for a long time, coming home. Not only to visit the family and friends, but to go to Victory Lane at California Speedway. He has not won since May 6th, race number 10 at Richmond. But guess what? Tonight at California Speedway, race number 25, Jimmie Johnson takes the victory.
It's going to be it's a big learning procedure for these folks tonight for next week.
Jimmie Johnson's got his crew chief back up on the box, and it's just that extra little push, I think, that's put this team up front and where they can win races. They were very competitive when Chad was gone, but boy, this is just these last couple of weeks has showed that extra little bit that they've got.
Jimmie Johnson won 4 times in the first 10 races of the year. Then he did it after the win at Richmond. He didn't win again until last weekend at California. Chad Knaus writes out of your screen. He led that driver and that entire team to the 2006 NASCAR Nextel Cup Championship. Jimmie Johnson trying to pick up win number 6 in 2007. It would be Jimmie Johnson's 29th career win, and he will come down and take the checkered flag as Jimmie Johnson sweeps both races and wins at Richmond.
Yeah, boys, you guys are awesome.
Johnny Sauer gets a top 5 finish.
Good job.
Here they come. Green flag, white flag, checkered flag. Can Jimmie Johnson hang on? Here comes Gordon. Single file as the green flag waves. Look at the 5-car of Kyle Busch in there. And Newman is right on the bumper. Jimmie Johnson pulls him now by 2 car lengths.
White flag this time.
White flag
No
this
cause.
time. 6 car, bottom of the racetrack. 12 car right on the rear of the 48
Caution's out,
car.
caution's out.
6 cars sitting sideways in the middle of the track. They're wide open. Now the caution flag's out.
Race is over. That's it right there.
And the boy, Jack announces, I can't believe we got a caution flag.
Guys, that was an unbelievable race. And we saw the caution flags all day long, late in the race. And they were coming wide open at turn 1 with that 6 car sitting dead sideways in the middle of the track.
NASCAR rules are you get 1 attempt at a green-white checkered. If the caution comes out, the race is over. They stop scoring them right there. And the caution and the checkered flag.
Hell yeah.
And right now, Kyle Busch is being scored in the 3rd position. So scoring's probably going to go back and check this one more time. But unbelievable finish.
Kyle Busch waving to his teammate. Down for the green flag, trying to win a chase and trying to win a race.
Oh, and Johnson gets a good restart. He gets away from Edwards by about 5 cars. Junior spinning.
Earnhardt Jr. spins up in front of McMurray.
Tire flew off that left rear of the 8 car.
How in the world did that happen? The tire completely fell off the car.
That's a 1 attempt at a green-white checker.
Coming to the white, coming to the white.
White in caution, and Jimmie Johnson will win it here at
Slow down,
Atlanta.
they're yelling. Slow down.
This one, folks, is history. What a day as Jimmie Johnson wins and Carl Edwards waves out the window.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Left rear tire came completely off of that 8 car.
And talk about a good move out of Jeff Gordon. When that crash happened off of 2, he stood in the throttle and he picked up like 3 positions. Jimmie went from a 1 point behind to now Jimmie's 23 points behind Jeff Gordon. But boy, did he pick up a lot of ground today on Jeff Gordon.
Good to see Junior get out of the car here. That was a pretty good lick.
Junior's probably thinking, what in the world just happened?
Dave Burns.
Well, he had some indication that something might go wrong in the 8 car. He told his crew just before that restart, I think something might be broken in the back of this car, and that must have been what he was feeling somewhere back on that rear tire.
Out of the car, able to walk away. So this is the kind of luck. This is the emblematic of the kind of year I've had. Watch the 8 car. My heavens.
Man. It's like maybe a broken wheel or something. I mean, the lug nuts just, don't all come off the car at the same time. It could have been a broken wheel. And Jamie McMurray, oh my gosh, bad day for him. He had such a good run going on.
What a crazy finish.
That is crazy.
Comes off there right up in front of Jamie McMurray. And suddenly a day he thought might end up in victory lane ends up with disappointment once again.
And there's 2 fellas that didn't do anything wrong at all. Jamie's just a victim, and Junior broke a wheel.
Well, the DEI guys sure did have tough luck.
Jimmie Johnson picks up his 8th win of the year, his 3rd win at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and now he moves to within 10 points, make it 9 points unofficially of Jeff Gordon.
And NASCAR's working, Jerry, on the timing and scoring right now. They've put Jeff Gordon back just a little bit, which puts now, at the moment, Jimmie Johnson within 9 points.
So Jimmie Johnson showing as the leader. Carl Edwards will finish 2nd. Reed Sorensen here at the home racetrack finishes 3rd. Matt Kenseth from the last starting spot finishes 4th. Jeff Burton is 5th. Bowyer 6th. Jeff Gordon now 7th. And Kurt Busch is 8th. Casey Kane 9th. And Brian Vickers 10th. Let's check in where Alan is caught up with the crew chief for Jimmie Johnson.
Who is 2nd? If he's asking me that question, absolutely not.
I don't know why he would say that. Why would he say, am I better off to finish 2nd?
I don't know what that means.
Here he comes again, making another run at him. 3 laps to go. Can he hold the bottom of the racetrack? Got to believe those 2 tires are going to take effect on the 17. Here comes Johnson.
Sliding off the corner.
Like they're dirt tracking at 190 miles an hour. Can Johnson hang there? Back in the throttle for 48, Jimmie Johnson.
He's just going to take it right here. He just squeezes Matt Kenseth. You can't quite get him clear.
Unbelievable. These guys are side by side, lap after lap. Johnson's got to be smart. He's got to be smart right here.
Kenseth trying to hang on. Johnson.
Still there. White flag this time by. Still there. Barely.
Oh, and Johnson clears him with 2 laps to go. Back in the spring, it was on the white flag that Matt Kenseth got past. Here it's 2 laps to go. Does Kenseth have anything to try to reel him back in?
Boy, it's going to be tough right now.
Oh, look at Chad Canales. Is he loving that pass or what? By the way, Jeff Gordon in 7th position.
Boy, I mean, right now, Jimmie Johnson's last lap, 0.4 of a second faster than Matt Kenseth. He's got that clean air, and now he's out of here.
You're never going to see it any better than that right there.
All I could have done was wreck him, Robbie. Wreck myself. Believe me, I couldn't do anything else.
Jimmie Johnson came here 9 points out of the lead. He came to a track where he had never won a Cup race. But Jimmie Johnson has driven the wheels off his Chevy, and he will win at Texas Motor Speedway.
Great job, Jimmy. Pit crew, you guys won this race. Pit crew, you guys did it. That fast pit.
Now he's dead on the bottom. He's just going to take advantage.
He's not going to push it. He's not going to push it. He's just 2 laps away from the championship. Only thing that could ruin it here would be to push too hard and wreck the car. So
We watched him all year long, Andy. I think he's going to go for it. What do you think? I mean, he's on that bottom.
He'll take it if it's there, but he's not going to push the issue.
Wasn't going to back into a championship. You see wife Shanny sitting there at right side watching, not wanting to watch. Chandra, Jimmy's wife, watching and hoping and probably wondering about all the discussions they've had the last few weeks.
All right, white flag last lap, guys. It's been a long year.
Jimmie Johnson in 7th position, trying to battle to get in the 6th spot. Up front, Matt Kenseth, dominant performance by the Wisconsin driver in the final ride with Robbie Reiser, his longtime friend and crew chief atop the box. Reiser will bid farewell and become general manager at Roush Fenway. But what a way to go out as Kenseth comes out of turn 4, and Matt Kenseth will win the season finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. Oh, the emotion now.